Welcome to Banahene Tutorial Collections, and today's video I'm going to show you how to type a letter. And this type of letter we are going to type is a formal letter, but we are going to use a format known as the indented format letter writing. And I have a previous video that explains what letter writing is, the types of letter writing, the format of letter writing, and what goes into it. And also in that video I showed you how to type letter using the block format letter, and I'm going to link that video in this particular video, so you check out the description. But presently I'm going to show you how to type a letter using the indented format. So I have this Word document open and I'm going to select blank document, and as usual when you get to a blank document you have this default name. So let's make some modification to this document. Firstly, you need to save this Word document to prevent power outage or loss of your document. I'm going to press the F12 on the keyboard for quick saving. I'm going to select desktop, change this file name, or I can maintain it as doc1. You can also type a file name for this document, then you choose save. Now back to this interface, you have the file name as indented. When I minimize, I get this on my desktop. It means that anytime I type something I have to save it, so when there's power outage I can have my document on this particular location. So let's bring back our Word document interface. The next thing is to move to the menu bar and click on layout. You are going to set up your page. That is, you set the page so that when you are printing you have the output that you want, and also for professionalism of your Word document. So I'll move to size and then choose A4 for the standard size or standard paper size. Move to orientation and make sure this is set to portrait. Margin I'm going to set to narrow as well, and I'll move back to file and choose save. I can use Ctrl+S on the keyboard, but if you have your quick access toolbar, we have this save icon. You can also click to save as well. Now we are going to type the writer's address, and I have already copied this into my clipboard, so I can use Windows key and the letter V, and I'm going to select this. This is going to be my writer's address, and the cursor is blinking here. I'll press enter key, type the recipient address. So this is the recipient address. Now when it comes to letter writing or computerized documents, you need to set up your font type and also your font size. So I'm going to hold Ctrl+A on the keyboard and move to the home tab, and the font type I'm going to use is Times New Roman, and I'm going to maintain this as 12 as well, and click, and I can hold Ctrl+S on the keyboard. As usual, when you are creating a Word document, make sure that the Ctrl+S is on your fingertip so that you save any modification or addition of content to your Word document. I have my cursor blinking at the end of this line. I'm going to press enter key, enter, and I'm going to type the salutation of this letter. So then you bring your comma. I'm going to press the enter key, and this type of letter writing I'm not going to type the heading, so I'll press enter key and we start to type our letter. Now in our previous video I explained what indented letter writing is, that every first line in each paragraph is indented. So in this case we want to indent the first line of the first paragraph we are going to type here. So I'll press the tab key on the keyboard and start typing. So I am done with the first paragraph, and as you can see the first line in this paragraph is indented using the tab key. When you are done with your first paragraph, you have to read through and make sure that you proof your paragraph, and also make sure there's no typing error, there's no grammatical error for professionalism as well. And you can also do this by using F7 on the keyboard and to walk through all your documents. And if there's no error, Microsoft Word is going to give you this prompt that spelling and grammar check is complete, meaning we don't have any error presently. So I'm going to press the enter key, press it once again, and move to the next paragraph, and you need to press the tab key as well. Now in indented letter writing, always the writer's address is at the right side. So I'm going to use Ctrl+R whilst this is selected, and I'll move this to the right side. Then I'll have the recipient address at the left side. So you can see that this is really an indented format letter writing. This is the writer's address and this is the recipient address. And if this format do not suit your preference, what you can also do is, let me select all this, hold Ctrl+L on the keyboard, and when you select this particular writer's address, but when you start to type, you can start typing from this side. But if already you've typed it at the left margin and you want to move to the right side, then when you select, you use the tab key on the keyboard, press it multiple times and move this to the right side. And when it gets here, you leave this particular writer's address. So this is the writer's address and this is the recipient address. Now back to our body of the letter. So I'm going to press the enter key twice and start with the next paragraph. And in this case, I'm going to press the tab key on the keyboard and type the next paragraph. So this is the next paragraph and there's no error. If you want to check, you can use the F7 on the keyboard. If there's no spelling and grammar error, you have this output. Then you click on OK. Now let's move to the last paragraph. You use the tab key. And this is my last paragraph, which has my conclusion and my complementary clause. That is the validation. Whenever you have conclusion and complementary clause, this is when you type a polite remark that ends your letter, and also the conclusion summarize the main point to leave the reader a thought, and also to serve as a call to action or request for a response. So this is the last paragraph. Now when I press the enter key, when it comes to the signature and the name, in this case you have to use the indented option. You can use Ctrl and the R key. This moves to the right margin. Then you start to type yours sincerely. You press the enter key. You provide a line for the signature. You press the enter key. When you have this long dash, do not worry, just hold Ctrl+Z on the keyboard, or you move to the quick access toolbar and click on this undo option. Then you type your name. I am done with this indented format letter writing, and in my previous video I said I showed you how to type the block format, so you check out. So this is a simple indented letter writing which has been done in Microsoft Word.